Hey everyone, this is Cholerasc casting you another chapter from the saga of KTF Flash. This is the second game he's played since being eliminated in the OSL round of 8 by Luxury. And I want to see how he's recovering, I want to see how he's doing. This is his first Terran versus Terran since then. And this is a single game I'm casting from the series of KTF versus MBC, played 3 days ago on June 28th. Here is Flash, looking still a little bit tired. He's got a couple of rims under his eyes. He's the blue Terran player at the 7 o'clock position. His opponent is Ruby, the purple Terran player at the 10 o'clock position. This map is Othello, and of course in the Pro League, teams are basically sending Terrans always on Othello. It's very rare that you see any other race being put up, so we have seen a lot of Terran versus Terrans on this map, and a lot of them have ended up being very exciting, mainly because the ledge cliffing the natural expansion is so important. So basically both players will often rush to drop ships and try to drop the opponent's natural expansion, deny that critical expansion. Not only does it deny the expansion, it also shells any units that are trying to walk down the ramp from the main base into the rest of the map. So it's just absolutely critical to get those dropships early. So we do see a lot of early action in this matchup. Here's Flash building a supply depot right next to the command center. So, I mean, Flash did win his first game after losing to Luxury, but it was against Mingu, who's not a very impressive player. Here, against Ruby, he's also not facing that stiff of competition. Ruby's only 46% Terran versus Terran. He's very good Terran versus Zerg, but Terran versus Terran is not his strong suit. Of course, Flash's best matchup is against Terran. He's a complete sniper at 70% against Terran. I would actually love to see Flash versus Firebat Hero, because Firebat Hero has also been a very, very strong Terran versus Terran player this year. So I would definitely like to see that. That's a nice picture of Flash. Certainly he looks a lot better in this picture than he's been looking these days, though. He's still, of course, in the MSL. He's going to be playing against Lomo in a few days. He's still in the GSI, or rather the GOM-TV Avertech Classic. But I mean, he's certainly looking very tired to me in the recent games. So I don't know. I mean, I wonder if his training regimen has been changed a little bit. Whether the coaches are trying to rest him a little bit more. Of course, since he's got one less matchup to play for, it's going to help him a little bit. And here, I believe there's Ruby going for a fast expand. I think that's a 14 command center there. Yes, that is a 14 command center. He's building the barracks now, so he's going to get a bit of an economic edge. But I don't think Flash is going to let Ruby get away with this, frankly. Flash often goes for a fast expand himself, Terran versus Terran, but Flash is just absolutely brilliant in exploiting the opponent's builds, especially a slower build like this. I have a feeling Flash is either going to be going for some kind of 2-factory rush or a starport rush here. I don't think he's going to, once he spots this, I don't think he'll be going in factory into command center, because Flash does not like to take an economic disadvantage early in the game. Certainly, going factory into command center would give him an economic disadvantage, because he won't be able to really affect much of an attack in the beginning. And here's Flash with 2 Marines out. Once he scouts this command center, I think he's going to be probably putting down a starport. I think on this map, starport is probably the most useful option, although 2-factory vulture tank push could be possible. I'm not sure if Flash has actually scouted this, though. I think he's finally moving an SCV north. Here comes, yeah, and we're seeing an early starport from Flash. So going straight to starport, I bet he has scouted this, or at least his spider senses have sensed it, or perhaps he was going for the starport rush anyway. So Flash going straight to starport from factory. If we see a second starport, of course, that will mean he's going a wraith rush, which would be very exciting to watch. I think a little more likely is the dropship, followed by a tank drop on the natural expansion. I believe Flash has probably spotted it by now with his SCV, the fast expand. So Flash actually getting a couple Marines, and here's the first tank coming out most likely from the factory with machine chops. So we're going to see an early drop from Flash at this natural expansion, and I'm not sure what Ruby can do about it, because Ruby is only just now getting his factory up. He's not going to have dropships, obviously, at that time. He's probably not going to have siege tanks up, even. So here's Flash putting down the control tower. He's going to be producing his first dropship, and this is a vulnerability of going for the fast expand on this map. There's now Rob, by the way. And by the way, everyone, breaking news. KTF Reach, the man-hero toss, is going to be joining the Air Force this fall, and he's actually in the next season going to be on Air Force Ace. So Reach, of course, was KTF's captain. We were going to need to see a new KTF captain. We're going to have obviously a very strong addition, especially to a 2v2 team on Air Force Ace. I'm not sure if Reach will transition into a 1v1 player or if he'll stay with the 2v2 position, because he has been quite good, as I've noted in my many commentaries about him. Here's Flash pushing up with 1 tank and 2 Marines. Of course, he's going to get there before Ruby has any tanks to deal with this. And so that is very exciting news. We're going to see another great player coming onto Air Force Ace. Of course, Boxer is going to be leaving Air Force Ace. Ooh, and Flash losing a Marine there to the bunker. Boxer is going to be leaving Air Force Ace this December. No one's sure exactly what team he's going to go on. And Flash actually producing a Wraith, so he is going to be going for the Wraith Rush here, the Cloak Wraith Rush. This is really interesting. I thought he was going to go for the dropship, but I am wrong here. And we did see Ruby producing his starport also, but he's not going to have detection for a while. Now he's probably going to build detection, and Flash getting siege mode also. He's managed to kill off that bunker in the front. I don't think siege mode is up yet for... Actually, no, I'm wrong. Ruby does have siege mode right now. And he's going to siege these units as they come in. Flash is forced to retreat here with his tank SCVs. I wonder what he's doing here with his Wraith. He's got only 1 kill so far. He needs to do significant damage with this Wraith. Cloak is almost up though, and I don't see any detection up for Ruby. Ruby should be building an academy right now, but I don't know if he's out of minerals or he's just not doing it. Basically, perhaps he doesn't suspect that Flash is going to be going for the Cloak, but, you know, when you see a Wraith, basically you have to get some detection. And here comes Flash now. He's going to bring this Wraith up and start attacking, but Ruby's doing a very good job picking off all of Flash's tanks, and Flash could be in a bit of trouble if he doesn't manage to do more damage with his attack. Only 1 Marine left, though, so... basically, Flash is going to be able to attack both barracks dropping down there. Flash is now going to pick off that tank. He's got a second Wraith coming up, so... Ruby's going to be in a bit of trouble. I wonder if he has an armory up. Actually, Ruby going 2 starport Wraiths also, but Ruby does not have Cloak. He hasn't been researching Cloak at all, so he's going Wraiths to counter Flash's Wraiths. We'll see if Ruby manages to get a counterattack on those Wraiths before they manage to Cloak up in time. That will be one thing that could save him right now. And if he gets 2 Wraiths right now and basically charges in and kills off the weakened Wraith before Flash can react, that would be a big problem for Flash. Now the Academy going up for Ruby. I don't think Flash necessarily knows that there's 2 port Wraiths coming against him now. And Flash, of course, does not have his expansion up. Flash actually going to scout here. And here comes Flash with the Cloak. Very clutch Cloak there, managing to Cloak right before the Wraith got a first shot off. And the other Wraith now is probably going to... I don't know what the other Wraith is going to do. And actually, Control Tower now going down for Ruby. So Ruby also going for the Cloak mode and forcing Flash to go for a Cloak. I